So you're thinking about an Oregon RV road trip. I don't blame you. It's probably because Oregon has it all. Towering mountains, rugged coastlines, forests packed with redwoods and pines, and pristine alpine lakes. It's really the perfect playground for a summer adventure. If you're watching this video, you're probably wondering, can I make this happen without shelling out for expensive RV parks and campground fees? And the answer is yes. Our first year RVing Oregon was kind of stressful and a little chaotic. We were hopping from one RV park to the next, and throw in some state parks in there too, constantly looking for the best weekly rates and trying to stay in areas that we knew we wanted to explore. Sound familiar? And it worked, but it was exhausting. Constantly booking sites, dealing with the check-in and check-outs, the overall cram them in wherever we can mentality, or our personal favorite, when you're staying at a state park, having to move your rig 2 to 3 times just to stay there a week. It's pretty ridiculous. So that's when we started looking into boondocking quite a bit more, which then had us stumble upon the Oregon snow parks.
What an awesome place. We love Oregon so much.
But not all snow parks are created equal, and some have more to offer than others. And not all allow overnight camping. In this video, we'll share our personal knowledge of 7 snow parks in the Deschutes National Forest area, all the way from finding these spots and to making the most out of their Oregon vibes. The snow park system just might be the key to your next big Oregon adventure. So let's jump right in.
It's coming to the 1st of July here soon, and there's snow everywhere. Snow all over the mountains. All the streams are running. We are only day 5 in at our first snow park and loving every second of it. We're actually going to the snow parks in our area. We're staying at Virginia Meissner Snow Park right now.
We decided to stay here at this snow park. As you can tell, there are a few other campers here now, but huge open area. We got some trees, but there will be plenty of area. No issues for our solar, no issues, we don't think, for Starlink. But this time here in Oregon, we are gonna try to do everything free. Last time we were here, we were paying at campsites. We were able to do 1 snow park. So this year, we're gonna see what we can do without paying anywhere. So far, we've already been able to get our water tanks filled, so no issues with that. And we've already scoped out the dumps. So we'll see, but keeping it as cheap as possible this go around.
We discovered our first Oregon snow park by accident. We were staying at an RV park in Deschutes National Forest, and we were looking for a place to take our dog for a walk. We noticed this huge paved lot across the street, and we thought that was a perfect place. So we take Sergi over there, and we notice that there's a camper parked there. Great, we finish our deal, go back, and we wake up the next morning. We take Sergi to the paved lot, and that camper is still there the next morning. And that got us thinking. So we got a little closer to the signage at this lot, and that's when we found it. 14-day camping limit, no fee. We were floored. I mean, these people were getting nearly the same experience as we were, minus the hookups, for free. And that moment changed Oregon for us forever. And with a little research, we unlocked a whole free summer boondocking experience for Oregon RVers. So what are snow parks exactly? In winter, they're special parking lots kept clear of snow, right next to popular trails and slopes. Think of them as trailheads for skiers and snowboarders and snowshoers. Oregon's got 66 of these listed in the Oregon Department of Transportation database, scattered all across famous Oregon hotspots. But here's the magic. In summer, when the snow melts, these snow parks transform into areas for hikers, bikers, and yep, RVers just like you and me. And since we're focusing on the Deschutes National Forest today, let me tell you a little bit about why it's so cool. It has over 1.6 million acres of forest, which includes over 300,000 of old growth forests. So that's actually trees that are over 200 years old. You have over 215 lakes and 400 caves. This area is very unique. The wildlife here can range from bears to elk. It attracts over 8 million people here every year for recreation like camping and fishing, hiking and biking.
Going to the Ponderosa Big Pine.
The big one.
Look at that sucker. Wow.
Holy cow.
This is the sign that they had the other day that was out that we read that made us believe it was going to be a little busy. Well, today Brian was talking to some people that were putting out some signs, and he said we probably need to be out of here by Thursday. So this is what we have pretty much everywhere in camp. Just outside our door, but there's these little camping passes, and then they have it completely taped off. So it's us and Brian's dad and stepmom out here, and now we got to figure out where we're gonna go. This kind of stuff happens when you're staying on free land, so we don't get too upset about it. You got to be flexible.
So this actually brings up a really good subject. What is actually going to stop you from staying at a snow park? Well, we've already ran into a few examples, and let me share them with you. Number one is what we're going through right now, and that's the reservation restriction. Although I think it's rare, some of these snow parks are reservable for events, and it might not be advertised. So we need to find a new snow park to stay at, which is fine, but also a really good reason why you should have 2 to 3 in mind before you set out for your trip.
Here's the Waldo Lake Snow Park, we believe.
Water spigots.
And there's a water spigot, not threaded.
You want me to get our coffee water
But
quick?
that's pretty dang awesome. Yeah, we should probably do that, huh?
Coffee water.
While she's getting the water, let's drive around. This isn't clearly noted as a snow park, but guys, there's camping sign all over the place. Check this out. So here's one fire ring and another right there. Plenty of room for camping. Water must not be working.
They don't have the water on.
Ah, dang, and I didn't even wait for you. I started filming. Well, good to know, but so the water doesn't work, but that's pretty typical. That would have just been really icing on the cake. Let's get a look at this signage. It's $5 a day, but you can see down in here, pass is accepted. So if you have the National Park Pass, you're fine. They don't have anything specifically noted on here for camping, but I bet you they allow it.
The second is going to be fire access restrictions.
So in the Pacific Northwest, this is something that we continuously come across. We're out here looking for our free camping, our boondocking. There have been reported fires around the area, but some of them have gone out and changed directions. But take a look at this. So this road is now closed. We're on our way to go check out some BLM land, but it says it's closed to public entry due to wildfire hazards. So you can't always plan on that snow park being available to you. Things like this can happen and happen frequently, so it's always nice to have a second or third as a backup.
The whole highway you planned on scouting or camping on, it actually could be shut down from the forest fires. If the forest fires are present that summer, and for us, they have been every single year. To stay ahead of these fires and to make sure we're not wasting a bunch of time is this app here called Watch Duty. This is a 100% must-have if you are planning a Pacific Northwest road trip. The fires seem to come around every single year and can affect you in ways that you might not expect. So if you get this app here, it can give you a great idea of what roads are closed, how the fire is progressing, or if they are able to get it contained. It's trustworthy and a really great app to have out west. And the last restriction that we've come across is the no overnight camping restriction.
Okay guys, we're out here scouting for snow parks out in Oregon. So here's the normal sign that you would see at all of the snow parks. So we are in, it's mid-July here, and then but down over here we have no overnight camping, but welcome to the snow park here. This is why you have to get your eyes on the prize. You have to get out here and put the work in. You cannot assume these things are going to be out here for you, even if it says it online, or the most trusted apps do not get it right all the time.
So for whatever reason, the snowpark might not allow overnight camping, whether that's by rule or by the layout of the snowpark. The layout just might not be what you expect, and you might not want to camp there anyway. Let me show you a really great example of this. Let's take a look at these two snowparks close by, and I'll show you what I look for specifically. So let's say in this example, you want to vacation at Crescent Lake in Oregon. And say you Google the snow park to Crescent Lake. Just so happens to be that there is a Crescent Lake snow park. Before you load up the RV and take off, let's take a little bit of a closer look and I'll show you what I'm looking for. Now, as we get a little closer to Crescent Lake snow park, you can see that it's actually pretty small in comparison to where we're staying now at Virginia Meissner. It's also next to some train tracks and looks like some little loading areas as well. The space does look small, and in fact, let's get a little measurement on that. So probably the camping that is allowed at this park could possibly be right here, which is about 100 feet, right here and behind the trees, which is about 70, potentially right here, which is about 130. It's a very small park. All this area right here is basically signage and information regarding this snow park. So I wouldn't necessarily say that you could really camp here. This is the type of snow park that you might only use in an emergency. Don't worry, I'm going to get you back to Crescent Lake here in just a minute. Let's go up here to where we're staying at currently at Virginia Meissner Snow Park. Because that event is going to be here in a day, we need to find a new snow park to stay at. So let's take a look at these two snow parks that are close by. Swampy Lakes and Wanoga Snow Park. Both of these do allow overnight camping. Wanoga Snow Park has a lot going for it. It's very large, lots of RVs here already. It even looks like somebody right here is circled the wagons and is having a good time. This is a very legit snow park that we see a lot of people use as we were driving by. The next one down the road is a little bit smaller. It's got a teardrop shape. It's Swampy Lakes Snow Park. Looks like you do have one rig here currently, but this is of the smaller variety and is not going to allow very many camping. It's more or less for parking for trailhead, but you could use it in a pinch. The one we actually went with was Kapka Butte Snow Park.
What do I believe? What makes me feel it?
Kapka Snow Park. Another free snow park here in Oregon. Look at that view of Mount Bachelor. all of this is free. Quite a few campers here. It's full all the way down there, all the way across. We got 2 potted toilets. Pretty great area.
Let's take a larger look here at the areas we've covered today. We've shown you 7 snow parks, some that are closer to Mount Bachelor, and we have some others that are closer to the lake systems of Waldo and Crescent Lake. The 2 that we scouted before, Salt Creek Snow Park, did not allow overnight camping. Waldo Lake Snow Park looked very promising. Crescent Lake Snow Park might be good in an emergency. Now, the last snow park that we want to show you today is Junction Snow Park. This is a pretty special park because you have access to these 2 awesome lakes, Lake Odell and Crescent Lake. This is an amazing park, and let me show you what I'm talking about.
Is that my coffee? It's so hot.
It is hot.
Oregon Snow Parks. We're at the Junction Snow Park. Mosquito season. Junction Snow Park is amazing because of Crescent Lake. Guys, one of the best parts about the Oregon Snow Park system are these wonderfully beautiful lakes, these fantastic lakes. We are here at the spring campground. I'm sorry for the wind. I hope it's not too bad. But we are just camping at a snow park, Junction Snow Park, which is not very far away. And this is the spring campground. This is their beach access. It's enormous. And it goes, you know, all the way behind me. If you got your power figured out, you can stay in the snow park system of Oregon 14 days per. I'll bring you guys in a little closer. This is part of the National Forest System. So if you have a National Park Pass, you get free access to this. If you do not, it's $5 a day. This is only probably, I would say, an 8 to 10 minute drive from our snow park, and a main reason why we are here. We got the paddle board with us. We're gonna get set up down here on the beach. We're
already in the water.
You know him, look, he's already there.
Does it get any better than this? Look at it. This is crystal clear blue water.
Fantastic.
The mountain, and our dog with us. He loves it. He's actually really not sure what to think. He's way too excited. We have to keep giving him breaks out here, but this is gorgeous.
This water's amazing and feels great too. Don't it, Sergi? After work, we run 10 minutes down the road, and we can get this close with the truck. It's a really cool spot. Tundra looks good, doesn't it? Yeah. Where are you, Toyota? Let's go. We're gonna do a little fishing today. We got Dad behind me. If you can see, there he is. We're bringing all our creature comforts, so if we do get skunked, we can at least sit and still have a good time and not be hungry. It's a Tuesday morning at 6:50, so the recreational people with the paddle boards and stuff are definitely not out yet. It's too cold. It was 47 degrees this morning. We got fire corn, and I got some lures and stuff like that. We're gonna see what happens. We made it to our spot. It's 15 after 7. We're about to get our first lines in the water. What are you going with first?
Go with some of these smaller hooks. Corn, what do you think?
I'll throw some artificial at them. We're at the second location. First location, we couldn't get to the deep water from the shoreline, so we moved. We're at Tranquil Cove now. We have ADD when it comes to fishing. We probably should spend more time in a location before we call it quits, but all these spots look so good, and we're just excited to try them all. Gorgeous, as usual. Dad's back here getting set up.
We found a nice little spot back there, and the water drops off serious. Like it's got to be 30 feet immediately. So we're gonna try out some fishing over here. Holy cow, you can see him so well. Oh my gosh. Dad, look at these sturgeon. Oh, look, he's doing a little barrel roll. Yeah.
Wow, there's a massive rainbow trout down there.
The biggest rainbow I've ever seen. Look at, that's gotta be a salmon, right? It's really firm.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Look how cool he is. See you later, buddy. Thanks for the hangout.
This fishery is amazing, guys. Those sturgeons felt so cool. You see that? He was like rolling over like a puppy, like he wanted me to pet his belly. What a cool recommendation for, this is why we love talking to the locals.
Talk to the locals.
Yeah, all the time. So we're heading over here to this other trout pond and hopefully a salmon pond. Odell Lake's really close too. Lots of biking and stuff out here. It's also special because you have the airstrip right next to it, and it's kind of fun to run your bikes around there.
I am strolling along, just minding my business, humming a song. I'm happy by myself, not a care in the world. This is a life, just me, myself, and I.
Man, we're really hoping that the fire clears up because Crater Lake might open up right near the tail end of our stay. If it doesn't give us plenty of time, we'll come back. We love Oregon, so we're coming back for sure.
Last year we couldn't do Crater Lake because the snow, and that was in June. This year it's July, and we can't do it because of the fires.
We attended the meeting that was across the street here from Junction Snow Park yesterday at 6 p.m.
Many fires. I'm proud to join the team. I actually live in Charlotte, just down the road, Klamath County.
They had a meeting for folks of the community, but also there's a lot of commercial stuff around here, like RV parks and things like that. So we got the information we needed. We left with the confidence to stay here for a few more nights and not get pushed out of here too fast. We didn't want to just leave blindly. Like I say, sometimes you have to leave with 3 snow parks in mind to get one because of fires. Maybe if you didn't Google Earth it, they're smaller than you expect.
We could see that white cap snow range right there, clear as day yesterday. That's pretty insane. And we are about to go pick a spot on the beach and do like the locals do. Hopefully we don't get kicked out of here. We have been watching. The fire trucks have been buzzing all around here. The planes have been flying really low to dump the water. We are just staying on the ready. As soon as we get the word, we're out of here.
I cannot believe it out here. We have never been this close to a wildfire. We have been tracking them like crazy, but we did a video out here the other day with the mountains crystal clear, the water crystal clear, and look at it. You can't even see the mountains now. There is a huge smoke flame coming up behind Brian. It's absolutely crazy. And there's all these people out here like absolutely nothing's going on. It's crazy.
Totally.
Holy cow. Across from this is a beautiful mountain. Trees, forest galore, and you can't see anything now. Cymax Beach. There hasn't been a single day that we haven't seen this place packed. It doesn't matter what day of the week. Junction Snow Park.
Temporarily closed.
Looks like we just got shut down, guys. We really hope that you guys find the Oregon Snow Park system as awesome as we do, and we hope it really helps you explore that awesome state and get to see things that you might not see otherwise. If you made it this far, you, my friend, are my hero. Thanks again for tuning in. Subscribe if you haven't, and give us a thumbs up if you had a good time today. If we don't see you out there, then we're gonna see you in the next video. Bye for now.